What the hell do the Glazers need to leave us in peace at Manchester United? Because a story has been brought out by Mark Odegan, a senior ESPN writer coming in from USA, telling us that the Glazers are confident of a United stay. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And good morning. Hope the Lord God is really protecting you abundantly. And to my Muslim friends, I think you're really enjoying your holy month of Ramadan Kareem, and you're just days away from really accomplishing it. So continue to fast until I think it's going to be Friday or Saturday. That's when an announcement is going to be made that Eid Mubarak is going to be announced then. And we're talking about Martinez undergoing a successful surgery at Manchester United, and obviously has gone ahead to pull out a post that the website of United has gone ahead to really add onto its post or its story onto the United Matters channel. Rokan David is my name. Lastly, Erik ten Hag has lots of praises to Antony, and I know the reason as to why he's having lots of praises to Antony. He was trying to fire back to the media that have always gone ahead to fire or really attack Antony left, right and center as a one-trick pony, and that he's a United former legend known as Paul Scholes. Now, we know that the deadline was issued by the Glazers of the third final submission of the bids, and we expect Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani representing the Qataris plus Sir Jim Ratcliffe to put theirs. But as we were into that, we had another investment fund coming in from the United States of America known as Coley that said they want to really invest in Manchester United, not buy but invest. Now, Mark Odegan, a senior reporter or writer at ESPN, has told us the following: that Joel and Avram Glazer are increasingly confident of securing the outside investment that will enable them to remain as Manchester United owners and potentially double the value of the club over the next decade. Despite the confirmed bids from Sheikh Jassim Al-Thani and Sir Jim Ratcliffe via his in-use group, Joel and Avram Glazers believe that the potential for organic growth over the years ahead could make United worth at least £10 billion. Now, why in life should we keep such owners who are just money-oriented? Not money-oriented by investing in money, expecting money, but by investing in nothing and expecting in a lot. We understand that the coming in of Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to really give them a lot of positive vibes of staying at Manchester United, because Ten Hag is really taking us far. And I think, according to the Glazers, they understand that if at all they can back Erik ten Hag, as they've been backing other managers with close to £150 million per summer, then they can see United go back to the Champions League yearly, competing for the Premier League and very many other tournaments that United will take part in. And it shows you how greedy the Glazers are. You know, right now they've been here for 18 years. They want to be here for the next decade to sell Manchester United. Now, even if they're allowed to be here until the next decade, even when the next decade comes to pass, they'll say, we are anticipating that in the next 5 years, United will go for £20 billion. So let's not sell it, let's have it here with us. I think it's time this gentleman really left the club in peace. I don't want to see more riots and demonstrations at Manchester United, because these Glazers are trying not to even care about what the club is all about, what the fans really want. All they care about is money. Right now, they are beaming with joy and anxiously waiting for the amount of money we are going to make next season. Do you know why? United has 150,000 bookings for the season tickets, yet the stadium has close to 75,000 capacity seater. And I think their plan is simple. They get in the money, like £2 billion. They use like £1.5 billion to build a new stadium, because if they build a new stadium that can accommodate 100,000 people per game, that will increase onto the amount of money they're earning as the Glazers. You know, I think they now anticipate that United is going to be making a lot of money back in the Champions League, you know, getting new sponsorships, having in more fans. And remember, towards the final third of the end of the season, the tickets were increased. That's it. If you're not a season ticket holder, the tickets were increased, meaning that even next season, the season ticket holder is going to be the season ticket price is going to be out of the normal, because of how Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to turn Old Trafford into a fortress. 25 games played at Old Trafford, and no game has been seen United defeated. We last lost a game in the game of Real Sociedad. In the Premier League, we last lost a game against Brighton. Even when we are having a man down, we play to our potentials and don't really lose. So the Glazers are really just there trying to force out lots of things to see to it that they stay here. But I find it very hard. However much they want to start the club of Manchester United, I still find it very hard. It's hard for me to accept it in my brain that the Glazers are going to be at Manchester United. If they are to sell 19% of their shares, and they get like £2 billion, that means they've brought in another partner to share the dividends they've been sharing alone with. So I don't see it as something viable. I just see them selling this club, that's it. They've brought you this story, but I don't see the Glazers staying. Mark Odgen concluded and said, with areas of growth anticipated in terms of broadcast revenue, streaming opportunities, and a possible restructuring of the club game, there is a view within Manchester United hierarchy that it can become much more valuable with the required investment on and off the pitch. Now, I don't see the Glazers doing that investment. Building the stadium and doing the needful to put up lots of things like new facilities at Carrington. That's a lot more request. It's a huge request for the Glazers to do for the club of Manchester United. You'll agree with me onto this. If at all they do it, I'll be shocked, guys. But I don't see the Glazers taking over I don't see the Glazers taking these investments. To my common understanding, I believe these Glazers are just wanting to get in money. Sorry, are just wanting to get these investors as a plan to really push Sheikh Jassim Al Thani to raise £6 billion that the Glazers are really wanting. That's why you see to it that every time they come in the news, they come out with 3 stories. One of Sheikh Jassim Al Thani and Ineos, then investors coming in through the Glazers siding with the investors, and thirdly, they won't sell the club not until they get a bid of £6 billion. That's what the Glazers are all about. So they are greedy. It's all about the greediness they're having. They are not having United at heart, no passion. Amid this having made this cow dry, they still do the same even up to now. So the Glazers are really hesitant, according to Odgen Mark. But I think they'll sell. They'll sell. As it stands, United needs investment more than ever. It's not only those £2 billion they're going to get that enough in the investment of the club of Manchester United. Even the Glazers themselves know that they need close to £10 billion investment to get United back to where it's supposed to be. That's it. So I think it's high time the Glazers left. And to my I know they're leaving. They are leaving. Now, Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to pull out a very long statement about Antony. He said in the start, Antony had 1 or 2 moments where he should have passed to Christian Eriksen. It is so important to top football. The timing and the right moment to pass is huge. It makes every impact, and it makes difference. It makes a difference between a goal and no goal. With the goal, he is in the right place at the right moment to get the rebound, and the second goal is a great team goal, the way we build it up. But Antony sees the right moment to bring the pass, and the movement from Dalot was great. It was good to see. So, to my understanding, I credit Erik ten Hag for trying to improve Antony. Antony in the Premier League looked like he's not going to really hit the ground running, but I think towards the final bend of the season, Antony is trying to find himself in positions of really getting in more goals and more assists, because yesterday he had a goal and an assist. Having a goal and an assist yesterday took his tally of Premier League goals to 4, with 1 assist in the Premier League. Then in the UEFA Europa League, Antony has 2 goals. In the EFL Cup, Antony has 1 goal. In the FA Cup, Antony has 2. In total, Antony has 8 goals this season. 8 this season, with 3 assists. Not so? Those are 11 goal involvements for Antony. If he can really raise up to the next level of really hitting like 15 goal involvements a season, that will be something great for Antony. So, Antony is being held by Erik ten Hag. But let's talk about the second goal, the team movement. Maguire passes to Lindelof. Lindelof finds Dalot finds Eriksson finds Casemiro. Bruno connection. It was a one-touch football passing. The result to Antony, back to Antony, and then Antony capitalizes onto the spaces that were being left in by the team of Nottingham, and then Dalot makes a run from the left back into the 18 yards box area of the opponent of Nottingham Forest, and his move was read well like a book by Antony. Antony releases him, he buries into the back of the net. So, to me, I believe Antony is just getting better and better and better, and I think on Thursday, people are going to get to know that maybe Antony can be a game decider, because yesterday he decides that game. He decides that game with that goal and an assist. He's the man behind deciding that game. You all saw that everything was rotating around him, and he was really ready to really take on the pressure. That second goal, those dribbles he makes and skips past close to 3-4 players of Nottingham Forest, that's the prime Antony we saw at Ajax, meaning that he's finally finding himself into the levels we expect him to be, and I'm just excited to see more of Antony on Thursday and on Sunday as we play into the semi-finals of the FA Cup. This is what you want from an £85 million player, although it was not his mistake to bring about that amount of money, because it's like a £40-50 million player, but he came in at £85 million. He's finding himself in right positions, and I think if he keeps himself fit, he can even score 15 goals. I see some more 7 goals in Antony. When you look at Everton, I think chance was not on his side, because he would have scored a brace. At Sevilla, he would have scored 1, and very many other games I've seen Antony coming close. So, looks like if he fires himself into the best form of his life, he can find himself scoring 15 goals a season. That won't be bad. It won't be bad. 15 goals and some 5 assists, 20 goal involvements, very good for Antony. So I think those that call him a one-trick pony in the game of Nottingham on Sunday, he showed them that I at least have some other lockers in my career that are not yet unlocked. That save that Neto makes, it's not Neto, Kyle Navas makes when Antony goes towards the byline and goes in for a weak foot, that is the right foot of his, for that square, and obviously it's being tapped into by the hand of Kyle Navas. That was really great and marvelous. So I liked that about him, and we would like to really appreciate Antony for the work well done, and would like to see him throw in more and more performances like those at the club of Manchester United. So we wait and see how that is going to happen for man known as Antony. Now, after Antony, his former teammate at Ajax, and they are playing together at Manchester United again, known as Lisandro Martinez, has underwent a successful surgery in his foot. Now, he has said everything went really well, thanks to God. Many thanks for all of your messages. Now focusing on recovery. And I find it so positive for this lad. He's really strong in mind, and his character is really unbeatable. So I know he's going to return fully fit. And as he underwent a surgery, he has been listed among the best defenders in the league, and he's contending with the likes of William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ruben Diaz, and very many others. And I think he might find himself into that lineup, the best 11 of the season, because he's the best technical defender in the league. Hate him or love him, Lisandro Martinez is the best technical defender in the league. So guys, your reactions on the Glazers confident of United stay are welcome in the comment section below. What are your thoughts about Eric Ten Hag on Antony's performance, that he still has more to unleash, but he's okay with what he put up against Nottingham Forest. And the surgery that Lisandro Martinez has underwent successfully, your thoughts about it are also welcome in the comment section below. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I sign out for now. See you later, my lovelies, my Muslim friends and viewers and subscribers. Ramadan Karim.